Hello children, welcome to Standard 10 ICSE Biology class. Today, under the chapter The Excretory System, we'll discuss about the subtopics regulation of urine output, osmoregulation and artificial kidney. Let's begin with the regulation of urine output. The pituitary gland is responsible for regulation of urine output. The posterior lobe of pituitary gland produces a hormone called the ADH or the antidiuretic hormone or the vasopressin. It regulates the concentration of urine by controlling the water reabsorption in kidney tubules. That is, it regulates the amount of water excreted in the urine. If ADH secretion is reduced, there is an increased production of urine. This is called diuresis. Substances that increase the formation of urine are called diuretics. Example are liquid diets, tea, coffee, alcohol, etc. Lack of or insufficient secretion of ADH in our body can cause a condition called diabetes insipidus. Its main symptoms include extreme thirst and increased urination. The nitrogenous waste produced in our body include urea, uric acid, and ammonia. Uric acid is relatively less soluble in water and may crystallize and get deposited in the joints, causing gout. Excessive uric acid and certain salts like calcium oxalate may be a source of kidney stones when the kidneys are not working fully normally. Let's move on to the next topic, osmoregulation. The kidneys, while removing waste like urea from the blood, also regulates its composition. The maintenance of constant osmotic pressure in the fluids of an organism by the control of water and salt concentration is called osmoregulation. Drinking enough water directly or through food helps the kidney in their proper working. In tropical climates, as in our own country, we drink a lot of water during summer, but we urinate a fewer times in summer than in winter, and the urine passed is generally thick. The reason behind this is, in summer, we lose a considerable part of water through perspiration, and the kidneys have to reabsorb more water from the urine and thus making it more concentrated. You have already studied about various waterborne diseases. Cholera is a waterborne disease in which the patient suffers from vomiting and watery bowels. His intestines are unable to absorb water into the blood. The result is that his kidneys reabsorb almost all the water from the urine in the renal tubules, and along with it, it may also reabsorb the urea. Ultimately, the patient may die due to poisoning by the accumulation of high quantities of urea in his body. This condition is said to be uremia. The immediate treatment is to replenish water in the body of the person by glucose saline drip or by giving the ORS solution, that is, the oral rehydration solution through the mouth. This helps the patient to regain the water and salt balance in the body and also to prevent dehydration caused by excessive vomiting and watery stools. You know that we have a pair of kidney which helps in removing urea from our blood. If one kidney is damaged or removed for some reason, the other kidney alone is sufficient for excretory needs and the person can lead a normal life. But failure of both the kidneys would lead to death of the person, as it may lead to accumulation of urea in the body, which is a very toxic substance. In such cases, dialysis machine acts as a lifesaver of such patients. During dialysis, the patient's blood is led from the radial artery in his arm through the machine where the urea and excess salts are removed, and the purified blood is returned to a vein in the same arm. In cases of permanent damage to the kidneys, dialysis is to be repeated about 12 hours twice a week. Kidney transplant also is done into a patient with end stage of kidney disease. A kidney transplant is a surgical procedure to place a healthy kidney from a living or a deceased donor into a person whose kidneys no longer function properly. Scientists are developing an implantable artificial kidney that can replicate the work of real organs and potentially eliminate the need for dialysis. With this, we come to an end of our today's session. Thank you.